there is some very sad news involving Roman Reigns and WWE. WWE holds about 12 pay-per-views a year, and Roman Reigns always appears on them because he's the biggest star in the company, and right now he's the double champion. And the plan was for Roman Reigns to appear at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view on July 2nd, which was scheduled to take place at Allegiant Stadium. Now, it was revealed a few weeks ago that in Roman Reigns' new WWE contract that it specifies Roman will only defend any championship titles in a stadium event. If it takes place in an arena, if it takes place anywhere that's not a stadium or a dome with at least 40, 50, 60, 70,000 people, he's not going to show up because, according to rumors, Roman and his manager and agent decided that in order to make Roman an even bigger star and celebrity, he had to make this stadium-only clause in his contract. But he was more than happy to wrestle at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view in July because it was going to be held at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, the same stadium where the Las Vegas Raiders play. Unfortunately, there have been some huge changes to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and Roman is not happy. So what happened was, due to poor ticket sales at Allegiant Stadium, WWE was forced to move Money in the Bank to an arena, the MGM Grand, which holds a lot less people. This is a smaller arena. It holds around 18,000 people, and it's nowhere near the size of Allegiant Stadium, which holds probably around 60 or 70,000 people for a wrestling event. And when Roman Reigns heard that WWE was going to move the Money in the Bank pay-per-view to an arena, he said, well, this means I'm not wrestling at the pay-per-view. And WWE said, what do you mean? We need you. This is still a big pay-per-view. And Roman said, well, read my contract. Because Roman was 100% scheduled to defend his titles on this pay-per-view. But now, Roman will not be part of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And one thing that fans are pointing to as proof that Roman will not be wrestling at Money in the Bank is the poster that they sent out to fans announcing that the event was moving to the MGM Grand Arena. And in this poster, you have all the biggest WWE superstars, except there's one person missing, Roman Reigns. And this has led to speculation that not only will Roman Reigns miss the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, but that he will be forced to vacate both of his titles. And this is because WWE does not want to have another pay-per-view where the main men's title is not defended. And supposedly when WWE told him that he has to vacate the titles, he told them off. So in the coming days, Roman will go on TV, vacate the titles, and after that, we don't know when we will see Roman Reigns again in WWE. We now have information about whether or not Sasha Banks will be returning to WWE. Of course, Sasha Banks walked out of WWE, and then WWE indefinitely suspended her, and now fans are wondering what is going on with Sasha Banks. According to rumors, Sasha Banks met with WWE at their headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut. Sasha revealed to WWE when she told WWE that if she didn't get what she wanted, she would walk out. She thought they would blink and then they would just give her what she wanted in terms of her storyline and all those things. She didn't know that they would tell her no because she thought she was a big enough star where I get what I want. And WWE said, you either do it our way or nothing. And for Sasha, that was just unacceptable. Instead, WWE presented a plan for her character and what would happen in the next few months, and was unacceptable to Sasha. But allegedly, during this meeting, Sasha Banks told WWE officials that she was sorry for walking out of a live TV show and forcing them to change the match. She said that she regrets walking out. She wishes she would have handled the situation differently. She hoped that WWE would forgive her and announce that she was no longer suspended and that she could return. WWE accepted her apology. They were glad that she said sorry to them. And WWE didn't say sorry to Sasha or didn't apologize to Sasha or anything like that because they believe they didn't do anything wrong. And they believe they don't need Sasha Banks, that they have plenty of big stars. But many fans would disagree with that. But Sasha realized since the time that she walked out, she couldn't be without wrestling and that she wanted back into WWE. And she said, you know what, I'm just going to apologize no matter whether I was right, wrong, whatever. I just want back in WWE because I love wrestling. And I don't want to sit at home. So she went, she apologized, but that wasn't good enough for WWE. But WWE allegedly said, well, that's great that you apologized to us in this secret meeting. We now want you to go and apologize live on air. We want you to say sorry to WWE, sorry to the fans, say that you let everybody down, say that you made a mistake, and say that it will never happen again. Sasha wasn't sure how to take that, and she left that meeting without saying yes or no. And right now, things are up in the air, whether or not Sasha will go on to either Raw or SmackDown and make a live on-air apology to WWE and fans and say, I'm sorry. That's what WWE wants, but the question is, will Sasha do it? She has been spotted out and about wearing her blue wig, possibly because she wants to make sure people know that she is Sasha Banks and that she is living her life and that she doesn't need WWE. But at the same time, while she is out and about, she's also trying to decide whether to do this on-air apology and say, I'm sorry. And in the coming days, we will find out her answer. What are your thoughts about Roman Reigns no longer being a part of the Money in the Bank pay-per-view? And what are your thoughts about Sasha Banks saying sorry to WWE? Leave a comment below and give me your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification so you are notified when we upload a new video.